Hello and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today I wanted to talk with you about new brands that I want to try in 2019. Brands that I have never tried before or only tried maybe one thing from before. Most of these brands I haven't tried at all. There is at least one on this list that I've only tried one product from, but most of these I haven't tried anything from, and they're brands that I would like to potentially try in the year of 2019. I filmed one of these videos at the beginning of 2018, so it was brands that I want to try in 2018, and then I filmed an update to that recently, so it's already up on my channel. So I talked about some of the brands that I tried in 2018 that were off of that list, and then other brands that I tried in 2018 that I hadn't mentioned at the beginning of the year. So that video is already up on my channel if you'd like to check out some of the new brands that I tried in 2018. I've got some good brand recommendations in that video, but today we're going to be talking about brands that I would really like to try in 2019. I'm not going to like force myself to buy things from these brands, so if they don't come out with something that I'm interested in, then I'm not going to buy anything just for the sake of buying something. But they're brands that I've got my eye on to see and to look out for in case they release something that I would be super interested in. I know Samantha March recently made this a tag, so 9 brands that I'd want to try in 2019, so shout out to her. If you haven't seen her video yet, I would recommend going and checking it out, but that's what I'm going to do. 9 brands that I want to try in 2019. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have a variety of price ranges, so I have some high-end brands, I have some more inexpensive brands, some drugstore, some indie brands. So let's go ahead and get started. One brand that I've had my eye on with almost every release that they've ever come out with is the brand Melt. I really want to try Melt. I've heard amazing things about their eyeshadows, and I almost have purchased several different eyeshadows from them. Like, they came out with the Gemini palette this year, and I myself am a Gemini, and so I was really interested in that one. They came out with the Smoke Sessions palette this year, and the greens in that were beautiful. They are a little bit more up there in price, which is kind of what held me back, but they're definitely a brand that I've got my eye on that I would love to purchase something from because I've heard such great things about them. So that is brand number 1 that I am interested in trying in 2019. Brand number 2 is the brand where I have tried one thing from them, and that is a highlight palette. It is the brand Flower Beauty. They were also on my list of brands that I want to try in 2018, but I only ended up picking up that one thing from them, and I ended up loving it. However, I want to try more variety from that brand. So I'd like to pick up some face products, maybe some lip products, eye products, just kind of a variety of products from that brand. I believe it's owned by Drew Barrymore, who I'm a big fan of, and it's sold in drugstores, so it's a drugstore brand, a little more expensive than your traditional drugstore it seems, but still drugstore, not super high-end prices, so that's why I'm super interested in that brand. Oh, one thing that I meant to mention at the beginning of the video but didn't is that if you have any favorites or non-favorites from these brands that you've tried, please leave them in the comments below because I would love to check them out or avoid them per your recommendation. Okay, so that was brand number 2, which was Flower Beauty. Next is another brand that was in my list at the beginning of 2018 that I still haven't tried but still really want to try, and that is Zoeva. I really want some of their eyeshadow palettes, and I also really want some of their brushes. I have been wanting to try them for years now. I just haven't because you have to order them online and they come from Europe, so the shipping's a little up there, but they're still on my list of brands that I want to try. Maybe 2019 will be the year that I bite the bullet and go ahead and place an order with them, but I guess we'll see. The next brand is another brand, the last brand that was also on my list for 2018 that I never ended up trying, and that is Violet Voss. I've come so close to almost picking up something from Violet Voss. I also feel like I haven't heard very much about them in the last like half of the year, or maybe all of 2018. They've kind of died down in hype quite a bit. I've seen, I think, one of their palettes in Sephora when I was in a bigger city, and I was kind of impressed with it. I've just heard so many mixed reviews lately on their products that it's really kind of pulled me back a little bit, but I've still got my eye on them. I've still gotten interest in their new releases and would hope to potentially pick something up from them at some point, but they're on my list of things to keep an eye out for. I was really interested in their hashtag palette, but looking back, I'm glad I never picked it up. One that I've heard pop up on a lot of people's loves list is the, I think, Holy Grail palette, so maybe maybe I'll keep my eye out for that one, or a new release from them. Brand number 5 is one that I'm probably most likely to buy from this year, and that is Charlotte Tilbury. Tilbury? Is there an S in that? Nope, it's just Charlotte Tilbury. I love the packaging in that brand. I think it's so luxurious and sleek. A lot of the products from that brand have got gold packaging, which fits in really well with my aesthetic, and just that's the kind of packaging that I like the most, is gold and like rose gold. So I mean, that has nothing to do with the actual products themselves, but that is a big plus for me. But also the lip products from that brand, the cheek products from that brand, even the eyeshadow palettes look so gorgeous. I'm really interested in that brand in particular. I haven't tried anything from them, so I'm hoping 2019, that's probably one of the top brands on this list that I want to try something from. Next is, I think, the only skincare brand on my list, and that is Glow Recipe. They have got some of those really cool face masks. I think they have like a watermelon one, and they've just got some really neat things that I keep looking at, I keep side-eyeing, so I'd be really interested in getting a mask from them. I like trying new skincare. I have found some products that work really well for me, so I'm a little bit nervous about venturing out and trying new things. The masks in particular though, from Glow Recipe, I'm super interested in trying this year. Next is another high-end brand. I think that Charlotte Tilbury is still above this one, but it's a brand that I have had my eye on for quite a while, and that is Natasha Denona. I don't think maybe, I don't know. I don't think that I'll buy one of her palettes because they're just so expensive, but I'm interested in her cheek products quite a bit. And what other products does she have? I don't know if she does have lip products, but those have gotten really bad reviews. So I'm interested in maybe some of her littler palettes, if any of those get good reviews. I feel like a lot of those get not great reviews, but if she ever comes out with a little one of those that I'm interested in, is a good color story that I think will fit in well to my collection and has good reviews, then I'll be interested in picking one of those up. Also, the cheek products, I've heard really good things about her highlighters and blushes, so I've got my eye on those ones also. So we'll see. That's definitely a brand that I've got my eye on. Well, I mean, all of these are, so. We only have 2 brands left, and I think both of these are indie brands that you can only get online, I think. I think one of them actually maybe just went into Ulta, and that one is Beauty Bakerie. I've heard a lot of people talk about Beauty Bakerie, but also not a lot of people talk about Beauty Bakerie, and they've gotten kind of mixed reviews, it seems like, on some of their newer products. So I don't know. If you've tried them, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But they have got such the cutest packaging and the cutest naming convention and stuff like that, so I'm interested in trying products that have got good reviews. Nothing in particular, they're just a brand that I've kind of side-eyed quite a bit for the last couple years, ever since I started hearing people talk about them. They've got quite an array of products, so a lot to choose from. Definitely interested in that brand. And the last brand is a brand that I think I'm focused most on eyeshadow palettes, because I have no idea what else they carry, but I've seen a lot of eyeshadow palettes from them, and that is Blush Tribe. Particularly their colorful palettes. It seems like everything that they come out with, maybe not everything, but everything that I've seen that they've come out with is super colorful and beautiful, and I don't have a lot of color in my collection in terms of eyeshadow, so I'm super interested in getting more colorful eyeshadow palettes in my collection to use and have some fun with and get creative with, because like I said, I don't have a lot of colorful eyeshadows in my collection. If you've tried anything from Blush Tribe and have any recommendations for me, please leave them down in the comments below, because I don't think that they're super expensive. I think that they're relatively affordable. And those are all 9 brands that I wanted to talk with you about today. Brands that I would like to try in 2019. Again, if you have any thoughts or opinions on any of these brands, products that you love or products that you definitely didn't love, please leave them down in the comments below so I can take a look and decide maybe which of these should be at the top of my list, which of these maybe should be at the bottom of my list. Also, let me know what brands you are wanting to try in 2019. Are there any that I should have on this list that I haven't tried but maybe should keep an eye out for? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you want to know what brands I tried in 2018, I do have that video up. Again, I will link it down below so you can check it out. I did try, I think I might have mentioned mentioned 6 brands in that video. I will be filming an update to this at the end of 2019, so I'll be talking about the new brands that I tried in 2019. Hopefully there will be some of these brands on that list and potentially new ones that I didn't even have on this list. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All buttons are down below. And I think that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.